hollow chambers, hush your brazen bells that toll the hour. Let twilight draw her sable mantle close, for in her shade the secret power flower. There mid the throne where painted courtiers preen, mine errant gaze did trespass upon the unseen. And in that stolen glance the fates conspired, as though thine eyes were scripture newly inspired. Behold, thou canst arrayed in modest grace, thy mirth subdue, thy thoughts a guarded place. Yet sorrow traced its watermark along thy mien, a sigil none but I, poor fool, had keenly seen. Oh, sainted sufferer, whom daylight misaligns, was ghosted cold in the chambers of thy mind. What unvoiced wounds did tremble neath thy breast? What bound in grief did supplicate for rest?
Softly I spake,
as supplicants do pray,
bidding thee shift
thy burdens weighed my way.
not bold, nor brash, nor eager for reward,
but as a penitent before a silent Lord. Thy silence answered in a half-drawn breath, as though thou dared to resurrect thyself from death. Thy smile, feigned for others, broke askew for me, and in its fraction lived a strange equality. Thus in the dusk we wandered, thought to thought, our words mere shadows of the truth they sought. Each word we shared crept dangerously near the precipice where candor conquers fear. And oh, when thou didst speak thy solemn vow, thy tethered life, thy yoke of here and now, I glimpsed within thy gaze a furtive plea, a whisper, tell me who I am to thee. Yeah, I, the jester crowned in motley lore, felt grandeur unknown stir my marrow's core. For lo, my heart erstwhile away would think, stood sentinel when thou didst whispering. I pledged no oath, yet something oath-like stirred, a vow unspoken yet devoutly heard. Then at the stair, with all the torches low, thy hand brushed mine, too brief for courts to know. But in that fragile touch, fate laid her claim. She wrote our prologue in forbidden flame. The morrow brought a corridor unlit, a hidden threshold where our hungers knit. No courtier saw, no priest bore witness there. Ours was a realm beyond the grasp of prey. Soft embers first, then wildfire's sovereign sweep. So swiftly does the guarded heart grow deep. Thy laughter, once restrained by duty's chain, burst forth unbridled, bright as battle flame. Thy hand in passing grazed mine own by chance, yet in that grace lay kingdoms of romance. One storm-fed eve, thou camest in trembling plight, thy vows grown thorn, thy hearthstone drained of light.
I cannot breathe.
Thou whispered in that hall, each mirrored vow becomes a prison wall, the prison wall, the prison wall. Thus did we swear, misguided in our grace. One night alone, one kiss, one lost embrace. Our folly for the flesh obeys no pact. It writes its judgment, said the quill is tracked.
Our shadows wove themselves upon the floor, a divine work no saint could dare ignore. Thy side,
Half-craft sacrilege divine did consecrate the altar of thy spine. Thy ring abandoned on the bedside stone, glimmered like a moon dethroned alone. Henceforth our day split cleanly down the sea. One life for law, one life for midnight stream. We mastered secret glances, veiled replies. Tales of lovers forged in lies. Behind closed doors we spoke the tongues of fire. Before the world we started cold satire.
But oh, how swiftly sweetness spoils the fear. What once was thrill grows perilously near.
To dread a shadow stalking every door. A rustling doubt that love can hide no more. Thy pulse grew sharp at every creaking stair. Mine eyes rehearse the patterns of despair. We laid our plans in guise of trembling youth. If some should ask, what shall we speak as truth?
One night, no ask with voice like fairy light. His secret love, a love that can't survive its act. For when we hide, I lose myself in me. I fear I am becoming what they see.
I kissed thy worry as the doom do vow. Yet tasted in its sought our downfall now. For love, when forced to burrow underground, becomes a beast that feeds on stifled sound. No tempest marked our sundering. No shouted curse, no crowns unringing. Nay, ours was but a drifting, silent maid. Thou cam'st last soft with each encumbered day. Thy words were petals turned the wrongest way. Excuses donned their ceremonial grace. Yet truth stood pale behind thy tender face. Where once thy footsteps sought my clandestine room, now hesitation traced their steps in gloom. We sat apart upon the self-same bed, yet worlds divided where our fingers fled. At last thou spake, voice quivering as air. They watch us now with more than idle stare. I cannot bear the terror of their sight. I wither in the absence of the light. Thy tears fell soundless, yet their weight immense, as though they cracked the stones of innocence. I reached, but thou withdrew thy trembling calm, as monks withdraw from relics void of calm at dawn. We end our borrowed time, true life to ordered rhyme. I'll keep thee not as lover, but as ghost, the tender wound wherein I bled the most. No gist remained to gird my breaking heart. The jester's mask lay shattered clean apart. So still we sat to penitence unshriven, in vigil for a love we'd both misgiven. The morrow's sun rose cold upon thy hair. Thou didst depart without a backward stare. Not cruelty, but mercy in disguise. For backward glances make enduring ties. The courts resumed.
The rebels woke anew.
I played my part as jesters are wont to do.
But in the laughter's gilded,
Hollowed in, I felt thee stand behind me, not within. For thou remainst not wholly gone nor near,
but like a hymn half whispered in the ear.
a haunting that no exorcist may claim. A shadow answering softly to thy name. I've held new hands, yet none hold quite the same.
Each vow I speak dissolves to ghostly flame.
For in their warmth I glimpsed the fatal stare.
Where once thy touch made blasphemy a prayer.
Thus let the world insist our tale was flawed. A wayward jest by despair overawed. But we who burned in silence know the cost. No love is wholly lived that must be lost. Yet neither is it dead.